Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you how to make sure we get our master file started and saved. Also, I'm going to show you how to create layer properties. So, to begin, we are going to right click on the desktop. We're going to select New. We're going to select Folder. It's going to be your last name. I like to do underscores. For the sake of this video, I won't. We're going to do tech draw. Okay? So again, last name, text draw. Now, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to create 6 folders. These 6 folders are going to be per each marking period. So, I'm going to create that. I'm going to put marking period 1. I am going to create another one, marking period 2. Another one, marking period 3. MP4. MP5. And MP6. All right. So, reason being we're going to do it like this is because each marking period we're going to have a set of projects and assignments. So what we're going to do is we are going to basically put each one corresponding to the assignment. Now, reason why we do this is because it allows us to, one, have a master file where we have our layer properties set, and we get to create our drawings off that master file and save as. Also, let's say marking period 6, I have a drawing that's up there, and I want you guys to draw the isometric view. But we already did the isometric view in like marking period 3 or 4. So all you'll simply have to do is click on that drawing and expand from it from there. Okay? So I am going to start out with a new file. I'm going to click on New. Remember, we don't have to do this all the time. We're going to click a CAD, Open. Now, we are going to turn on some, not dimensions, I'm sorry. We're going to turn on some options in the toolbar. So we're going to make sure ortho mode is on. This allows us to keep our line straight. We are going to turn on some constraints. Again, I like to have my endpoint, midpoint, center on. Later on in this marking period, we're going to need quadrant, intersection, extension, perpendicular, tangent. Maybe parallel, depending how I feel. Now, we also have to go to the customization tab, click on line weight. Make sure it has a check next to it. Line weight is what allows you to basically show the thickness. Now, I'm going to bring up a copy of the layer properties, okay? I'm going to minimize this. Now, to create a layer property, what we have to do is we have to go to the layers ribbon, click on layer property. Now, we go here. You see these 4 rectangles? They look like stacks. We go here to the one that's yellow, new layer, right? Don't worry about 0. 0 is always going to be there. Now, we are going to do object first. Object going to be white. Line type is going to be continuous. We have to change the line weight. So to change the line weight, we click on default right here on the highlighted section, and we're going to change that to 0.5 millimeters. The reason that it's 0.5 millimeters is because back then, when they were actually creating and developing blueprints, the thickness of the pencil that they were using was 0.5 millimeters, or I believe 0.7 millimeters. Now, I'm going to create one more. This one's going to be our construction line. This is going to be probably one of our favorite lines. This color is going to be green. I usually use these colors right here. You want colors that are going to stand out and be bright. This one's going to be continuous, and then we're going to do line weight. We're going to go to line weight 0.13. Almost everything else is going to be 0.13 millimeters. Now, we're going to create our dimension line or layer property. That's going to be yellow, continuous, 0.13. Now, our let's see what's going to be next. We got our construction, we got our dimension, let's do our text. We're not going to use text just yet, but we will eventually. Text is going to be magenta. That's going to be continuous, and that's going to be 0.13. Next is going to be center. Now, make sure you pay attention to this layer property, okay? We have to change the line type on this. So I'm going to change the color first to red. Then we're going to do line type. We're going to do load. We're going to scroll all the way down till we see center. Center's right here. You're not done yet. Don't click OK because it's highlighted on continuous. We got to make sure it's highlighted on center. We're also going to keep the same line weight. Now, we are going to click one more time. We are going to do, let's do hidden. So hidden, I like to have like a blue. So I'm going to click cyan. Again, we want bright colors. Okay. I'm going to change this line type to load and change it. I'm going to hit load, change it to hidden. Make sure you click the first one, not hidden 2 or hidden next to. Now I got to make sure hidden's highlighted. I'm going to click OK. So we have our object layer property. We have our construction layer property. We have our dimension layer property. We have our text layer property. We have our center layer property. And we have hidden. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, see? Very simple, very easy to do. Now, I'm going to click X. To change the layer properties, we are going to go to this drop-down menu here, click Object, right? Now, after I click Object, we are going to click Line, and we are going to draw. Look at that. Now, if I switch over to Construction, click Line again, we're all set. All right? Thanks, guys.